We've been really happy with the team's progress so far throughout fall ball, definitely through a preseason. And, just implementing new systems between myself and Coach Toludo, both being new this year. Everything's new. And so the team is really adjusting well to the things we're asking of them, a lot of things that, they've never been asked to do before. And I think the great thing about this team is that they have set big goals for themselves and they're ready to take on the challenges, and everything that we've asked of them, they have really risen to so far. So, my expectation is improvement on last season and just game by game. Yeah, Diana Perry is returning as our first team all-conference defender from last year. She's just a super strong leader on the defensive end and somebody that everybody absolutely looks up to. And we have another defensive captain down there, Izzy Turner, who's got a great voice as well. And we have a lot of returners on the defensive unit between our middies and our low defenders that I'm really excited to see them, again, continue to implement what we're asking of them and continue to gel more and more throughout the season and be able to couple that with the experience that they've had throughout the years. On the offensive end, Gia Responti is another offensive captain for us. She is a senior. She's a great leader, super knowledgeable about the game, and just doing a great job of directing that unit right now. And that unit is very lucky to have her leadership and her just game knowledge. Yeah, so we have just a really good balance of some experience, but also some fresh faces. Even freshmen from last year who are now sophomores, a lot of offensive threats, that are returning from, a freshman year where they're getting their feet wet and now really stepping into their roles as scorers. And so I'm just excited to see them, again, take what we're implementing and with that fire of knowing what could have been in some certain games last year to put goals in the back of the net. We do have a large, new group. Ashley Starkey is a junior transfer for us that has been doing a great job so far as well. So, lots of new faces, but a lot of experience coming with that. We are really excited for our conference season. There's some really strong teams that had great years last year, but there's some winnable games that, we kind of missed a little bit last year, by a point or two in some cases. But, the top of the conference is really strong, and we're going to be working game by game to improve on more of the little stats, the draw controls, the ground balls, our shooting percentage, our clears that are going to ultimately get us to that level where we can compete with the top of the conference. And I do think we're going to surprise some people. I think that our team is confident in the growth that we've had so far, and they have a great long-term vision to where we want to be at the end of the season when it really matters the most for those conference games. We're looking ahead to our schedule to an extent, but we're really taking every game one game at a time, one opponent at a time, starting with Elizabethtown for our season opener. And again, this team's mantra is just to get better every single day. So, yeah, I think there's games that are somewhat circled as games that could have been winnable last year. But more importantly, we want to win every game. So we got to go one by one, week by week, and just make sure we're taking care of business as we go and not getting too far ahead of ourselves.